Welcome to Times of Nigeria News. I am Difreke Okon, and here are the stories making the headlines today. Lagos building collapse as death toll rises to 9. Rescue teams in Lagos have recovered 4 more bodies from the Ebute-Metta building, pushing the death toll to 9, with at least 5 others still trapped under the rubble. 12 survivors have been pulled out, many with serious injuries, as NEMA deploys heavy machineries to clear the debris. Authorities suspect illegal structural additions caused the disaster, and the governor has ordered a full inquiry. Soldiers rescue 8 kidnapped victims in Plateau Forest. Troops from Operation Safe Haven have freed 8 kidnapped victims after a fierce gunfight with abductors in Plateau State's Bassa Forest, ending a 2-week hostage ordeal. The victims, including 2 teenagers, are receiving medical care for malnutrition and abuse, while the criminals fled into surrounding bushlands. Military surveillance continues as communities breathe a sigh of relief. Super Falcons seek title defense as 16-team WAFCON begins July 26. Nigeria Super Falcons will begin their title defense on July 26 in Morocco, facing an expanded 16-team WAFCON field that includes South Africa, Zambia, and Tanzania in Group C. Coach Randy Waldrum has named a 35-player provisional squad, mixing veterans like Oshoala with rising domestic talent. The 9-time champions aim to score an outright victory and book their ticket to the 2027 Women's World Cup. INEC yet to receive budgeted funds for 2027 general elections. INEC Chairman Professor Mahmoud Yakubu has raised alarm over the delayed release of approved funds for the 2027 elections, warning that voters' registration and BVAS configuration are already behind the schedule. Speaking in Abuja, he urged the federal government to expedite disbursement to avoid a logistical crisis. Analysts fear the shortfall could undermine public trust in the electoral timeline. Pope begins Cardinals gathering with anti-war message. Pope Francis opened a 3-day consistory of over 200 cardinals with a passionate call for a global peace, condemning armed profiteering and the globalization of indifference. Without naming specific conflicts, he urged world leaders to reject wars, implicitly referencing Ukraine and the Middle East. The gathering, focused on church governance, has been punctuated by calls for the Vatican to take a stronger diplomatic role. Lagos police apprehend 21-year-old suspects in possession of human remains. Operatives from the Lagos State Police Command have arrested a 21-year-old man in the Ikorodu area for allegedly being in possession of a severed human body part, suspected to be a male limb. The suspect was apprehended following a tip-off from vigilant residents who noticed suspicious movements late Wednesday night. Police spokesman SB Benjamin Ondiyin confirmed the arrest, stating that the suspect is currently in custody and undergoing interrogation, while investigations have been launched to determine the origin of the remains and whether the case is linked to rituals or organ trafficking. The command has assured the public that more details will be released as the inquiry progresses. And that's the end for today. Stay tuned to Times of Nigeria for more updates. I remain Ndifreke Okon.